Well, holy mother, Jaden's uploading a video. As you can see, things have changed. I look a little bit different. I got glasses. Everything's odd about me. It's fine. Let's start from the beginning. By the time I released the Project Zero series, I was trying to avoid posting YouTube videos because I didn't really have much passion, and I still don't. I'm trying to get to there. It came to me that like I started YouTube as a platform to try to grow bigger into filmmaking, and I've really lost that passion. I'm trying to get back into it. These recent changes, you're probably like, whoa, last time I saw you, you had no glasses, your hair was a mess, which it still is, but it looks a little bit better. And if you guys didn't know, I don't have a lisp anymore, and that is a weird story that could be a whole nother story for another time, because I'm trying to make this short and fun and sweet. Things haven't changed. Charles is still here, but Charles is a little bit different. By that I mean, he's permanent. You probably wonder why I draw him with a permanent marker. Well, because I've been drawing him with my dry erase and I keep redrawing him. So what's the point of redrawing him if he can just stay right there, right? Right. This is a story time of how I really got into Panic at the Disco, and it's really cool. So let's start from the beginning. Musically was my thing. I still do it, but I did it way too much before. And I used a song called Victorious. That was my first time like really listening to Panic at the Disco, kind of. I listened to like 15 seconds of it, and then that was it. But that was kind of my first listen, right? Then we were watching Lip Sync Battle, and I saw this girl. She did a Panic at the Disco song, and I fell in love. I was like, whoa, that's good. That's a cool song. I tried to about that happened. So that's probably the first song anybody heard from Panic at the Disco that really got into it. And then I was like, I'm going to do some research. And that's where the fucking train blows off. So I started listening to Death of a Bachelor, which was the current album out. The current album out right now, the newest one is Pray for the Wicked. I love it. So this is where everything goes crazy. So I start listening to some of Death of a Bachelor, some of Too Late to Live, Too Late to Die, tiny pinch of A Fever You Can't Spit Out, a tiny pinch of Vices and Virtues, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm buying their 2 albums. So I bought Death of a Bachelor and Too Late to Live, Too Late to Die, listened to them both, loved them, every song except for Girl That You Love. That one's a downer, sorry Brendan. So I loved every single song. And I was like, oh, this is like a drug. I was like, never mind, like I mentioned that. But it was like my drug. I couldn't get enough. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then I had, like, okay, well I had to listen to old stuff. This is like where they really started. Then I listened to the whole album, Fever Can't Sweat Out. And then that was like, whoa, that's totally different from the new stuff. And it was like, whoa, and then I skipped Pretty On. I still haven't listened to the whole Pretty On album. You know why? It is boring. So yeah, I've listened to all their albums except for one, which is Pretty Odd. And I was like, this is awesome. I love all their music. And bada bing, bada boom, I go on Instagram. There's a new song out called Say Amen. And I was like, oh. And it says, I think it's like, Sinners, You Should Pray for the Wicked, new album, new tour. And I was like, a tour? I'm going to this tour. So this is where my luck gets better. My mom loves Panic at the Disco too, right? So it's like, if I asked her, she's probably going to get that. So I was like, well, haha, I'm going there. The day comes, the tickets drop, and if you bought a bundle, you get them 2 hours before. 2 hours before, like, it goes out to the whole public. Then if you put your email, if like you're signed up with them, you get 1 hour before, and if you don't do anything, you get it the same time as everyone else gets it. Luckily, like a year ago, I signed up with my email with them, so I woke up like an hour before, and I was waiting, and once it turned 11, which that's the time I got, it was 11 a.m. I ran downstairs, and I was like, mother, And she was like, what? And I was like, the tickets are out. And we're like, oh, she was like, yes, get them. So we got two tickets for me and my mom to go. I had a lot of road trips to do this year. I had to go 14 hours to Thunder Bay for our improv tournament. Then I had to go 14 hours to Quebec for my school. Then I go 4 hours, 14 for Quebec. Now I have to go 4 hours to there, which is really nothing at this point for me. But we're driving.
So Brendan, you know, this is what we have to drive through to get to you. This means how much we love you. You know, we're driving through this bullshit, you know, because we have high hopes.
So Lynn, where are we going? What are we doing? Where we are? La, la, la.
Well, we'll start with the la 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 la. We are about 23 kilometers from Barrie.
Why are we going to Barrie Down? I mean, not Barrie Down.
Barrie Down.
This is a long trip to Barrie Down, man.
Yeah,
why is it taking so long? It's like almost like 3 hours.
I believe there's a certain Brendan Urie making his appearance in a town called Toronto. Toronto?
No, it's
I heard they sell cheese there.
I thought it was Toronto. Toronto?
Tonto. I think it's Tonto. They sell cheese there.
Toronto?
Like on the commercial, you know? Tonto. It sounds French. Because, you know, they like a charp.
So, Brendan Urie, the band Panic at the Disco, is going to be at Tonto. And we're going to see them.
Yes. See, look what we're driving through to get there. Like, we went through forest fires.
Yeah, oh Jesus, you can't even see the goddamn road.
Fires. Oh, fuck.
There we go. Because I was by the sky, I was like, why can't we see the road? And I was like, oh.
Well, it's kind of hard to see the road, too. It's very misty, Brendan.
We went through a forest fire.
Yeah, like
fucking forest fire.
Evacuations, okay, are being held in these cities that we drove through.
Yes, there are 65 forest fires happening where we are right now.
And now we're driving through this rain, which is good for the forest fires, but not.
And plus, my limited edition shirt, my limited edition Halloween.
I can't see. I need some fucking heat.
My limited edition Brendan shirt. You know what happened to it? Some bleach got on it.
Oh no.
And when we were driving, there was forest fires going on, and there was big signs saying, "You are driving into a forest fire, guys. Turn around. It's at your risk." We thought it was going to be like closed or something, but no, we got to Toronto, and I was like, oh, thank God we got to Toronto. And just to put in perspective, I wasn't excited at all, and you're probably wondering what. I fantasized over this guy, Brendan Urie, for 2 years now. I have him on my wall right there. He's right there, right on that wall. And I was excited, and the reason why is because nothing turns out for me, right? I was scared. I'm gonna get excited. Something bad's gonna happen. He's gonna get sick. He's going to die. He's going to miss. He's going to be late. He's going to get held up at the border. Which happened, but not to Panic at the Disco. So he was touring with Hayley Kiyoko in Arizona. Arizona couldn't be there. He dropped out. Hayley Kiyoko was still into it. She got held up at the border. So we were outside for an extra like 2 hours before they opened up the gates for everyone to come in. My nose is like really itchy. I'm sorry, guys. So we get there and we're waiting in line, and we got there at the perfect time, where it was like a big line but not big. This is like the line where we're like right here. And that's when people started coming. It like circled all around a block, and I was like, oh my god. And it was like cars couldn't get through. Cars had to turn around. It was crazy. The traffic was crazy. So we're here, and we get in. And it was crowded.